What's going on, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome to yet another episode of The Drop. And of course, this week is a little bit special because it is July 4th, Independence Day here in the United States. So that means that releases are going to be a little bit on the light side, but there still is enough for a pretty substantial episode of The Drop. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So let's go ahead and kick things off this week with the big headliner that we have, which is Kirby's Blowout Blast coming to the Nintendo 3DS. Now, I personally have a Nintendo Switch, no 3DS anymore, so I am excited about the Kirby game that is going to be coming out later on down the line for that thing, but this 3DS game does look to be pretty cool. Have a blast inhaling foes and blowing them away in 3D environments across 25 plus stages, and hail enough enemies, and you can launch one huge blaster bullet capable of wiping out a troop of Waddle Dees. Now, that is not a sentence I had expected to say whenever I woke up this morning. Now's your chance to battle iconic bosses like Kracko Jr. and King D in 3D. Inhaling multiple enemies to launch blaster bullets is a great way to pump up your score and go for a bronze, silver, or gold star. Another way to score big is to rack up a combo by continuously firing at enemies without missing, or you can always just collect coins as you jump across platforms. As you progress, you'll unlock X stages, which provide a tougher challenge to master. Celebrate your victories by tapping a Kirby series amiibo figure to build a statue in the plaza that plays new music. So with this one, it's pretty much what you would expect. It's a platformer that you can go as in-depth as you want to with it. If you want to grind everything out and get the best score on every possible level, then you can do that. If you want to just run through it, or you have a younger kid that wants to just run through it and collect coins, you can also do that as well. It just depends on how much you want to put into the game. Also, the big selling point here is that this is a 3D platformer Kirby game, which pretty much means instead of just having the 2D side-scrolling thing that you would expect from your standard kind of Mario game that we've seen in the past, then you can go deeper into the level because of that extra third dimension, which does add a little bit of gameplay value there, if I do say so myself, and the gameplay actually looks pretty cool. So overall, if you have a Nintendo 3DS, or you are looking for a game to pick up whenever the new 2DS XL launches later this month, then this one might be on your list because it does look to be a pretty cool Kirby game, and I suppose we'll see how it fares whenever it does come out this week. Like I said, it's going to be a very light week, so the next game we have on our list is Fidget Spinner coming to the PC. Fidget Spinner, the game you were all waiting for. Yes, you who are reading this or watching this video. I know that in the depths of your heart, you were waiting for a game like this. Why? Why is this coming to Steam? But anyway, it's developed by this one dude, and pretty much you spin a 3D printed fidget spinner on your PC instead of spinning one in real life, which is already stupid enough. And now you can just do it digitally on your PC for some reason. I don't understand. In my mind, the craze with fidget spinners is like if everybody all of a sudden got obsessed with the Newton's cradle thing that you used to see on the people's desks in the 90s where you just hit one ball and it bounces back and forth. There is no real utility to a fidget spinner, and I'm not really sure what the big value is. I was at my local gaming store last week, and lo and behold, they're selling fidget spinners, so I literally watched a woman trade in video games to get her son's fidget spinners, and I mean, I think that kills brain cells even more than video games are supposed to. This is coming out this week if, for some reason, you wanted it. And to wrap things up, a couple of honorable mentions. LEGO Worlds is getting its classic space DLC pack on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, which is pretty much a space exploration expansion, so that sounds pretty cool. And then Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is getting its third piece of DLC by the name of Absolution, and that is coming to the PlayStation 4 as a timed exclusive. As for this DLC, it comes with 4 multiplayer maps, then 1 zombies mode. The multiplayer maps look pretty cool. 2 have grabbed my attention. One is called Permafrost, and the other is a remake of a classic map from Modern Warfare 3 by the name of Resistance, which I actually have a pretty good fondness for. And then the zombies experience is Attack of the Radioactive Thing, and before we say, good lord Activision, you're really reaching out there, this isn't that creative, it's a 1950s spoof on a classic scary movie or a horror movie that you would see in a drive-in from back in that era, so it kind of makes sense. But as far as quality of the DLC goes, I'm not entirely sure, and as far as quality of Infinite Warfare goes, that was questionable from the very beginning. So that wraps it up for this week's episode of The Drop. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and in the comment section down below, let me know if anything stood out to you this week, if anything piqued your interest, or if you got anything in the PlayStation, Xbox, or Steam sales that have been going on over the course of the past couple of weeks. Some really awesome deals in there, and of course, if you do not follow me on twitch.tv/blackcoffeetv, I have been streaming a good bit lately, but that's enough self-promotion for the day. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my July 4th weekend. I will talk to you soon. Peace.